What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Aaliyah J if you're new here, and today I have a story time for you. I was really considering not doing this story because of the drama that happened from my last story time. If y'all don't know about what happened, like, it was just very crazy. You know, every time I do a story time, everybody wants to just like project and insert themselves in the story when it does not apply. I actually stopped doing story times because of that. I actually stated this in my last video. I stopped doing story times because it just be too much drama. Like, nobody got time for that. I made the decision that I'm gonna continue to do story times. I don't care. Like, I'm fine with doing story times. My man knows that I do story times on my channel and you guys love them, and that's all we care about. We don't care about no outside drama. We don't care about nothing else. My man knows all of my tea. Every single story time, my boyfriend knows about it. My boyfriend knows about stuff that I haven't even done story times on. So he definitely already knows these stories, and he's totally fine with me doing these stories. Just so you guys know, you guys were asking that a lot, like, what does Menelik think about you doing story times about your past? He's totally fine. I fuck with my army so hard. You guys are so funny, and I don't give a f about nothing else. Like, I don't care. I'm doing story times. Y'all are my audience, my fans. I done built this audience for how many years? I did story times for how many years? Like, I was one of the first people on YouTube to do story time, so I don't care about none of that. I'm not stopping for nobody, period. Today we're gonna do a story time. This is about a time I went on a date with this stupid boy, and I want to tell y'all like what happened. Like honestly, it started out really funny, and he tried me. So I'm gonna let y'all know what's tea right now. All right, we gotta name this person. Now, y'all know these names, okay? The names, naming the people, naming them, it's very much tea. But we're not gonna give it that today. We're not doing that. I'm gonna be very discreet and cute. We're gonna name him. Yo, my mind. I wish I cannot say the stuff that I be thinking because I just can't. We're gonna name him. We're gonna name him. All right. Seriously. Nah, I can't name him that. All right, we're just gonna name him Shorty. Like, Shorty is a regular name. We're just gonna name him Shorty, right? So, oh my god, so this story time happened when, oh my god, I was very young. It was a very long time ago. I was friends with Justin. Oh my god, it's so much. So I started talking to this person DM'd me on Instagram, and I'm like, oh, okay, like, what's up, blah blah blah. We having regular conversations. So it turns into text messages and then like FaceTime calls. And you know, we're cool, whatever. We're talking through text messages for a couple days. It's nothing crazy, like nothing like too flirty or nothing like it was just literally like a regular conversation. And so it turned into FaceTimes. So when we would be on a FaceTime call, he would always tell me that he used to watch me and Justin's videos all the time. So I'm like, oh shit, like, this guy actually watches my videos. Like it's not like he didn't just get tuned in. Like, he was telling me like all the scenarios in my videos. I'm like, I did not know that this guy watched all my videos. So he comes to New York because he's not from New York at all. He called me like very early in the morning. When I told y'all it was mad early, like mad early. And if you know me, y'all know I do not get up early. So I was just like, he's like, yo, I'm on my way to New York. Like, what you doing? Let's link up. What you doing right now? Blah blah blah. I'm like, all right. Like, he literally like came so early. Like, this was at like 6 o'clock in the morning. I get all dressed up. Like, I got on makeup, I got on hair, I got on an outfit and everything. I'm trying to look really cute because keep in mind, this guy is famous, like literally actually famous. So I'm trying to be cute and I'm trying to look poppin' because I'm thinking like, you know, I gotta look cute, like da 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 da. So he finally comes and he comes get me from my house. It's mad early in the morning. I get in the car, he's with his friend He's with his friend. Like, I don't understand why guys be trying to like link up with me while they with their friend. Like, I get it, but at the same time I don't get it. But anyway, he was with his friend was in the car, so I'm like, hey, what's up, or whatever. So shorty's like, he's like, I'm hungry, where should we eat at? So I didn't really know any spots in the area that I used to live in. I didn't know like breakfast spots. So there was like one IHOP by my house, so I was like, we could just go to IHOP or whatever. Like, it was mad early, it was nothing else open, so I'm like, we could just go to IHOP. And he like, I'm down or whatever. So we go to IHOP by my house, and we just eating, we eat or whatever, we talking, whatever. So now we get in the car, and he's like, yo, I want to go shopping, like I gotta find me an outfit because I'm going to a party. Okay, so I suggested that we go to Roosevelt Field Mall, which is in Long Island. I don't know why I suggested that mall, but I suggested that mall. He's like, you know where it is? I'm like, yeah, I know where it is. So he's like, oh, you know how to drive? Alright, so let me give y'all the backstory right now, because if you're not new here, you know why this is tea. Okay, so I'm not a driver. Okay, I've never been a driver. I'm not someone who is crazy about driving. I don't have a car, and that's just by choice. Obviously, I can buy a car. I have drove many times before as of right now. In this story time, I was nowhere near a driver. I never knew how to drive. Actually, I think I drove once. The ex-boyfriend that I had, he let me drive his car around the block, and that was like scary enough. I knew which one was the gas and the brake, but I really didn't know how to drive like that. So at that time, literally, I knew nothing. And so back to the story. So he asks me, do I know how to drive? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, yes, I know how to drive. So he's like, all right, so drive. So I'm like, all right. I get in the car. I get in the front seat. Okay, I get in the driver's seat. I'm shaking. Like, I'm mad scared, because I'm like, why the f did I just lie to this? Like, why am I lying? Like, why did I think I wanted to seem cool at the time, because driving at the time was cool to me. So I just like was like, yeah, I know how to drive. Like, duh, I know how to drive. Like, that's how I was. So I think I just wanted to seem cool. Like, I'm really dumb for that. So I get in the driver's seat, y'all, and I'm like shaking. Oh my god, I think I did adjust my rearview mirrors. Like, I knew that much, of course. And so I started driving. So we got to get on the highway. I've never drove on the highway ever. Like, ever. You know, driving on the highway is not the same as driving in the street. You got red lights. Driving on the highway, there be people speeding. Like, it's mad shit going on. So we got to get on the highway to go to Roosevelt Field Mall, because I'm originally from Brooklyn. That's where he picked me up at. So now we got to go to Roosevelt Field Mall, which is in Long Island. We got to get on the highway. Actually, the highway was actually right next to IHOP. So that was kind of like not too tricky to get. The tricky part was me driving and me having to do the GPS. Like, I'm fucking driving, I'm all over the road. He's like, yo, like, look at where you going. Like, I'm like, oh shit. Like, I'm literally all over the road. My dumbass got the GPS down, like down in my lap. I'm driving and I'm looking down in my lap for mad long. He's like, yo, look. And I look up and we literally swerving into a brick wall. I'm like, oh shit. So I swerve over. Okay, so now I'm driving fine now, okay? Because I'm like literally nervous. So now it's time for us to get off of the highway. So y'all know when you get off of the highway, it's literally like a little circle. Like, okay, so let's say you have to go around and it's mad grass right there. Like, I'm not a driver. Remember, I'm not a driver. So I don't know that when you're turning and going into an exit, you got to slow down. Like, I don't know that. I don't know how to drive. So my dumb ass is speeding in the exit while we land on the grass. We landed on the grass, and literally I like at this I'm ashamed. I'm actually ashamed. I feel dumb as fuck. When I tell you, he got up like, yo, what the fuck? I'm like, I don't know what happened. And his friend is in the back seat. Oh my god. Like, that was probably the most embarrassing moment I have in my life, because I literally was speeding through the exit and we landed on the fucking grass. Like, imagine driving past us. Imagine driving past us on the highway and it's a whole car on the grass. Like, so now we on the highway. Oh my God. Like, he was just like, get the fuck out. He was just like, get out of the car. So I'm like, oh shit. Like, I'm like, oh shit. So I'm like, all right, whatever. So I get in the back seat and his friend gets in the driver's seat and he starts driving. So this shorty, he looks back at me in the back seat. He like, you mad? I'm like, why are you asking me, am I mad? I wasn't mad. I was embarrassed. Like, but he's like, you mad? And he just started cracking up laughing. Like, he's dead ass laughing at me. And I was just tight. Like, I was so embarrassed. Y'all don't understand. That was the most embarrassing moment. Like, I don't know why I told him I know how to drive. Like, why didn't I just tell him I don't drive? Like, why didn't I just tell him that? But you know, when you're trying to seem cute for a dude, mind you, I'm trying to seem cute for this guy because he's so big and popping, and I just embarrassed myself. Like, so we driving, we get to the mall, and the mall is not open. When I told y'all the mall, like, literally it was mad early in the morning. This was probably like 8 a.m. The mall wasn't open. So I'm like, all right, so go to Fifth Ave. So now we get to Long Island for nothing. So now we gotta turn back around to go to Fifth Ave. So we get to Fifth Ave, we just shopping. We go to, I think it was Barney's or Bergdorf Goodman. I think it was Bergdorf Goodman. But we get to one of those stores and we just shopping. He's shopping for mad stuff. Like, when I tell you mad stuff. So I'm like, so I'm just sitting there chilling. Like, I'm not shopping. Like, by this time we cool. Like, he not mad at me no more for almost crashing the car and almost killing us. He's not mad at me no more. So he comes to me and he asks me, do I want to go to this party with him? I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, I don't know if I want to go to the party with you. Like, what is it about? Like, he was just like, oh, it's just like a party. It's a huge party or whatever. So I'm like, I don't know. Like, you know, first off, the party wasn't even in New York City. Like, we would have had to travel back to his hometown to go to this party. Like, I don't even know why he was in New York at this time. Like, I don't know. I really don't know. I'm like, I don't know. Like, you know, I really don't know. He goes, oh, but if you come, you're gonna have to take the train back. What? The train? Did you just say the train? I'm not against the train, but how is a nigga that I'm talking to inviting me to his city to a party but telling me I gotta take the train back? Like, I'm sorry, I might be a little stush, but that's just some shit I'm not allowing. Like, you brung me here, take me home. Like, I'm not taking no train. Like, are you dumb? I'm just like, what? Like, I'm not taking no train back. And then you invited me to a party and we in the shopping store. You invited me to a party that you're shopping for, and you want me to come with you and I have to take the train back. So he finished shopping, he cashes out or whatever, and so we get in the elevator. We in the elevator, he comes, grabs me up, talking about some, let's get a hotel room right now. Are you dumb? Are you fucking dumb? I pushed that nigga off of me like, get out of here. Cause for one, we leaving the store. We're leaving Bergdorf Goodman, okay? We're leaving. You just invited me to a party that I'm gonna have to take the train back from. This city I've never been to, I don't know. You just was in this store shopping around while I'm sitting here looking. You really think that me watching you shop was gonna make me wanna? Absolutely not. It's definitely not it. Like, that don't turn me on. It will never turn me on. So I'm like, no, like, we're not doing nothing. Like, get off of me. Because I was annoyed. Like, why you keep trying to get me in certain situations but you not giving me anything? Like, so I gotta come all the way out there to you to go to this party because you think I want to be next to you, but I gotta take the train back home and I'm sitting here watching you buy your outfit. Like, you ain't even buy me nothing. And that's just real. Like, you ain't even try to even sway me in. So we get in the car and the dude falls asleep. Shorty falls asleep. His friend is driving. Remember, his friend is there. So now Shorty falls asleep. So it's like rush hour at this point. So we finally get to my house to drop me off. Tell me why I'm trying to wake this guy up. He's not waking up. Like, I'm literally, when I tell y'all, I was hitting him like, wake up. Like, I was sitting in the back seat. He's in the front seat. So I'm hitting him like, hello. His friend goes, he's not gonna wake up. I'm like I'm literally, when I tell y'all, I'm banging this dude. Like, hello. Like, wake up. He's not waking up. So in my eyes, I feel like he wasn't waking up on purpose, because I don't know, like there's nobody that sleeps that hard. If there is somebody that sleeps that hard, let me know in the comments, because I just don't know somebody that sleeps that hard. I mean, my father sleeps hard, but like if I hit him enough times, he's gonna wake up. At least he's gonna be like, oh, like what's going on? You know what I'm saying? When I tell y'all, this guy was not waking up. Honestly, I got even scared that I was hitting him too hard, that he was gonna wake up and knock me the fuck out, because I was banging him so hard. Like, he did not wake up. I got out of the car. I was just like, all right, whatever, bye. Like, I was just over it. Waste of my goddamn time. I went inside, and me and him spoke a couple times after that, but it was never really nothing, and that was just it. Like, we was cool, but it would never went anywhere, and I figured it wasn't gonna go anywhere because of how, like, the energy was. I don't know, I didn't really care for him, you know. Yeah, like, it was such a waste of my time. Y'all don't understand. Like, you know, these dudes will really try you. They will really try to like lower your standards and lower your bar. And sometimes as a woman, you give in, and sometimes you gotta really like be like, nigga, no, like, I am not doing that. Sometimes it's just like, sometimes you give in because sometimes you see potential and you like, whatever, like blah 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 blah, like why is this and that. And sometimes like you give in because you actually like people, and sometimes you gotta really like stop these dudes. Like, these dudes will really try it. And I actually wanted to tell this story time for a minute too, but I don't know why I felt like I couldn't. But yes, that was my story time for today. If you have a similar story, let me know down below. I hope you guys enjoyed this story. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. I love you guys so much. I love my army. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.